Join and play today on GeForce Now. What is up, everybody? What's going on? It's a hot GFN Thursday, literally because it's almost 90 degrees outside and because we have new games. And we're going to be showing you some gameplay today of Cyberpunk 2077 running on the RTX 4080 SuperPod. Now, if you don't know by now, that is why I get super excited, and at times I can't even talk because I'm thinking about the high levels of performance that makes me smile from ear to ear, right? But we're going to shut up and get right into it, you all. It's GFN Thursday with Project Storm. All right, as you can see here, we're live at 4K, 60 FPS. And as always, you're looking at the official GeForce Now blog. And the reason I like to break this down for you is because, you know, you have other things to do sometimes, right? Like getting ready for spring break, going fishing with the family, working out, playing games yourselves, driving. I have your back either way. Now, before we get into today's news, we're going to go back 3 weeks, as always, to remind you all that we game like a PC, as GeForce Now broke boundaries, transforming Macs into ultimate gaming PCs. Not just regular gaming PCs, but ultimate gaming PCs, right? Keep that in mind. 2 weeks ago, GFN Thursday celebrated 1,500 plus games in their journey to GeForce Now. And just last week, April Showers brought 23 new games to GeForce Now, including Have a Nice Death. And for the moment you've been waiting for, this is the official blog, and it's time to go. It says Gaming on the Go. GeForce Now gives members more ways to play. Plus, 7 new games are joining the cloud this week. Now, shout out to the GeForce Now community, where I always tell people that things happen at the speed of DLSS 3, frame generation, and more. And if you haven't gotten a glimpse of frame generation yet, or DLSS super resolution, or ray tracing by now, I have your back, as I'm going to be going live on Cyberpunk 2077, as you can see at the bottom of the screen right here. The desktop PC app is ready to go, and so am I. So let's breeze right through this. First, shout out to Jensen for making all of this stuff happen, all right? But this GFN Thursday explores the many ways GeForce Now members can play their favorite PC games across the devices they know and love. Plus, 7 new games join the GeForce Now library this week. More ways to play. GeForce Now is the ultimate platform for gamers who want to play across more devices than their PC, thanks to the power of the cloud. Game progress can be paused and picked up across any device, whether crashing on the couch with a cell phone or traveling with a tablet. GeForce Now, or stream GeForce Now on mobile without a controller using enhanced mobile touch controls enabled for games like Genshin Impact, which I've tried, by the way. The popular free-to-play open-world action role-playing game from Hoyoverse. Members get access to updates as they release, including the upcoming version 3.6, A Parade of Providence. It's available to stream next week and brings a new event and characters sure to delight Genshin Impact fans. Or stream on the go with GeForce Now recommended gamepads, including the Backbone 1 and the Razer Kishi, which work with Android and iOS devices to further enhance the cloud gaming mobile experience with added comfort. These devices are perfect for extended gaming sessions of up to 6 hours for priority members and up to 8 hours for ultimate members. And with the ability to stream from a high-power RTX gaming rig in the cloud, GeForce Now is the only way to play graphics-intensive games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy on mobile at up to 120 frames per second with ultra-low latency for ultimate members. So whether on a tablet, TV, Mac, Chromebook, or phone, GeForce Now members are covered with high-performance cloud streaming. Level up to an ultimate or priority membership today to experience all the benefits of PC gaming on the go. Now, I was kind of reading this on the fly, you all, as I'm thinking about the fact that I don't have the games up here that I like to highlight. I always like to highlight the developers and publishers, and I'm going to get to that in a different video. Today, I'm focused on that high level, high quality RTX 4080 goodness that you're about to experience. So we're going to bypass that only for this particular stream, all right? But do keep it locked, subscribe to the channel for more of these videos, as I'm going to be doing this each and every week. And I promise I will highlight those developers and publishers in a video coming up very soon. So whether on a tablet, TV, Mac, Chromebook, or phone, GeForce Now members are covered with high-performance cloud streaming. Level up to an ultimate or priority membership today to experience all the benefits of PC gaming on the go. And of course, I'm going to be talking about those games anyway, so stick around. It says so fresh. As always, members can experience new games immediately from the cloud this week without worrying about download times or system specs, and that's very important. And if you ask the question, if you're that type of person that says, why game in the cloud? Is the cloud even ready? Is the infrastructure set in place already? The answer is, of course it is. Of course it's gonna get better as well, right? But I'm already gaming at a very high level, people, and I'm telling you that's why I get excited. And I do have an RTX 4090 in this PC, and I do give it a lot of burn, all right? I paid enough money for it. I love it. The technology is what I need. So I have a 4090 in this PC, all right? But GeForce Now is still amazing. And we're gonna proceed. It says titles including Raven's Watch, Meet Your Maker, Road 96, Mile Zero, Terrascape, and Curse of the Sea Rats are all gamepad compatible for gaming on the go. Plus, popular sci-fi MMORPG Tower of Fantasy brings a boatload of new content, including an all-new map and underwater request missions where players can explore everything from the upper levels of the Grand Sea Island to the deep waters of Dragon Breath Volcano. It comes on top of the 7 games available this week. All right, first up right here is Road 96, Mile Zero. All right. This one right here, new release on Steam. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can click on that, and it should take us right to the reviews. So I think I'm good for right now. Mostly positive, as you see right here. Released April 4th, 2023. Developed by DigiXArt? All right, and then published by DigiXArt and Ravenscourt. All right, now let's see if I can go back. Next up is Meet Your Maker, new release on Steam. All right. Let's go ahead and put my date of birth in, which is not my real date of birth, by the way. But Meet Your Maker is a game that my friend just told me about. Like, you have to try this game, Storm. I'm telling you right now, it's a dope new game. You need to check it out. But this one right here, very positive reviews, released on April 4th, 2023, developed and published by Behavior Interactive, Inc. Shout out to them. All right, moving on back. We're gonna go to Terrascape, new release on Steam. Positive reviews overall, released on April 5th, 2023, developed by Bitfall Studios, published by Toplit Productions. All right, shout out. Next is, where am I? Curse of the Sea Rats, right here on Steam. Releasing April 6th, which is today. The game is so new it doesn't have reviews just yet, but shout out to developers Platoon Studio, publisher P-Cube anyway. Next up we have Raven's Watch. That's Steam. It dropped to mixed reviews today. Developed by Pastech Games, published by Nacon. Next we have Supplice, new release on Steam today. So far it's gotten positive reviews, which is a good sign. Developed by MechWorks, published by Hyper Strange, all right? And then last but not least, a game that I was looking at grabbing today, and I still may, and that is Teardown. And the reason is because this game looks so good, and I see why. Overwhelmingly positive reviews overall, released on April 21st of last year, developed by and published by Tuxedo Labs. And now, before we get into the gameplay of Cyberpunk 2077, it says free members can now claim their Marvel's Midnight Suns reward. Check the rewards portal to claim Captain Marvel's medieval Marvel suit by Saturday, May 6th. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. And it's really as easy as 1, 2, 3 as you're about to see. Bars. But it says 1, log into your GeForce Now account. Of course, if you don't have one, create one. After the gameplay you're about to see, I don't know why you wouldn't, okay? Now, remember there are different tiers for GeForce Now. That is the free tier, the priority tier, which is the mid tier, but it's also pretty special. And then the ultimate tier, the RTX 4080 tier, insane. Of course, you pay for that performance, people. It's up to you if you can afford that. But I'm telling you right now, my mind is blown and I'm already smiling. So let's get into it. 2, click update reward settings. I almost got derailed already. All right. 3, check the box and wait for rewards. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, people. Let's get back on track. And it says here, finally, we've got a question of the week to wrap up this GFN Thursday. Let us know what device keeps you connected to the cloud in the comments below or on Twitter or Facebook. So go out and follow GeForce Now at Nvidia GFN, because I do, and thousands, tens of thousands of other people do as well. And they're always current on the latest news, like when that Microsoft game is going to drop on GeForce Now first. You want to keep it locked, people. All right, now what we're going to do here is we're going to close out of the blog. We're going to go back to show you that we're still live, and then game session ended because I was running my mouth talking to you all, but that's okay. Right now you're looking at the official desktop PC app for GeForce Now. This is the way to go if you're serious about your high performance games, you all. And of course you could play on other devices. I use my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G phone. I use the iPad 6th generation iPad mini. All right, that Nvidia shot GeForce Now sent out to me so that I can try games like Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and others with mobile touch controls, you all. Shout out to them. They do amazing things. They always look out for the creators and the streamers. I'm telling you all, this is the place to be. Best community in the cloud, by far. Now, with all that said, and I meant every word, we're going to click on Cyberpunk 2077, but not before we go to these settings. And we're going to go ahead and kill the music right here. Kill the noise. Just that simple, you all. I do it all on the fly. Now we're going to go into the settings to show you all what version I'm running. Sometimes I forget to update. Sometimes it automatically updates. All right. So for you all, it should automatically update to the latest version once you boot up GeForce Now or the app. All right. So that's the latest version right here, 2.0.5. And I've connected all my accounts. I've already synced them. So Ubisoft is already synced. I have a Ubisoft Connect account that I pay every month for. Epic Games, free. I claim free games. I purchase games when they're on sale. I purchase day one IP. Craziness, right? Epic Games, you already know. Enough said. Steam, same thing. All right. Now let me resync, because if I have 96 games in this, this right here is the games that I have in my library that's compatible with GeForce Now right now, and they're ready to be streamed. So that's 96 games. I need to grow that number, it seems, right? And this is my server, the recently announced, newly upgraded Newark, New Jersey server, aka US Northeast, you all. So if you would like to try to get your hands on a 4080 to test drive it, all right, if you live around any of these regions where RTX 4080 is available right now, because it's not going to be available everywhere just yet. They're still rolling out. They're past the halfway point. But I'm happy that I have US Northeast, because before this I was using US East. We're going to test the network to see how things are running right now. Normally I get between 7 to 10 milliseconds of latency. That is a very good ping. All right. And I have a gigabit up and down, but you don't need all that speed. Right now we're sitting at 13 because my son is streaming, I suppose. And I have my other PC streaming 4K videos right here to my left. So 13 is still laser rocket fast. All right. Now, streaming quality details right here, everything. I'm not going to go through each one, but I've already turned the max bit rate. I've maxed that out, the bit rate, I'm trying to say, at 75 megabits per second. 4K resolution, 120 frames per second. Keep in mind, this is all in the cloud, you all. Everything you're about to see is all in the cloud. VSync adaptive, reflex enabled for games that support it. HDR can be enabled as well, and I do have tons of video on the channel right here, so check those out. All you have to do is type in something like GeForce Now HDR, and they'll pop right up. So just type that in the search box, all right? And then just for poor network conditions, I'll leave that on. resolution upscaling. I keep it on enhanced. Oh, AI enhanced is back. Hold on. This is a stealth drop for me. AI enhanced is back with RTX 4080. This will be the first time I'm trying this right now, you all. I said in the past video, I don't know why they took away AI enhanced. It was the way, oh my God. So look, we're gonna get right into that in a minute. In-game graphic settings is exclusively available for RTX 4080 or GeForce NOW Ultimate members. All right. So you can try out the Ultimate tier if you want for $19.99 USD. All right. I'm not here to sell it to you, but I am going to tell you why I get so hyped, and I'm about to show you because we're going to go right back to the games. Okay. Cyberpunk 2077, of course. I just ran a raid in Destiny 2, completed a raid on GeForce NOW using the RTX 4080 SuperPods. Fortnite, the beautiful update with Unreal Engine 5. Baldur's Gate 3 recently dropped on GeForce NOW. Looks beautiful. Have videos on the channel. Check that out. Grid Legends, same thing. The list goes on and on and on. God of War, HDR, Apex Legends, man. Look, the games are here. So people are waiting for the Microsoft games. Go ahead and wait, people. I have your back. I'm on your side. But while you're waiting, I'm going to be playing these high quality AAA bangers. It's that simple. Because none of us have time to play every game in the world, right? But I don't want to persuade you. All right, here we go. If I wanted to enable HDR for this game, I could. RTX, aka ray tracing. All right. We're going to go ahead and hit that play. And I think you all saw right there that I'm going to be streaming from Steam because I've already connected my account. So you won't have to see me do any kind of login or sign in process. This is just high level cloud greatness, y'all. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Some people may be. I'm not. If I see something great, and I would know because I have a 4090 for that reason, right? When I tell you all that this compares, I don't have any problem playing games on this tier, on the Ultimate tier. I just don't. And I think with full confidence, you're about to see why. And as soon as I say that, why something blow up. You know what I mean? All right, so right now at this part, we're gonna hit Control+G for all of you people who are like, oh, hopefully I'm not getting double audio or anything like that to ruin the stream. I was communicating with my raid team last night on Destiny 2 and forgot to turn the microphone off. So I apologize if the audio was jacked up. All right, but Control+G takes you here to this side of the command center. All right. Is what I like to call it. And then as you can see, the settings can be verified right here. Again, AI enhanced is on 4K 120. And then what most people want to know is how do you change the position of the overlay, the heads up display? How do you change it? As you can see, as I click this box, it's moving around bottom left, upper left, upper right, back to bottom right. So we're gonna leave it on upper left for right now. And then we're gonna hit Control+N to bring this up to let you know. This is a real-time indicator if you're having frame loss or packet loss. As you can see under network, if you're having any kind of issues with your ISP or your connection, frame loss and packet loss will be red. It will go crazy. A little bit is normal because you're not streaming this in the data center's backyard, you know what I mean, or GeForce NOW's backyard. I'm streaming this approximately 40 to probably 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away from my home. Okay. So I'm kind of lucky in that aspect, but some of you are located right inside of the data centers and I'm jealous. But here's the deal. I'm going to let you all pause the video, check those settings out yourselves. It's time to get into the gameplay because I don't want this video to drag out too long. But I can if you all want me to, so let me know if you want me to get more in detail in these videos, and I will. Now, first thing first, we're going to go right into the settings. We're going to go to graphics because that's what people care about, right? Sound is important and all that stuff, right? But these are the settings that I'm going with, and I'm going to turn on frame generation right now. DLSS super resolution right here. We're going to put that on quality. Sharpness right there is on 60. I keep it right about there. If it's too sharp, I just lower it down to like 3, 4, somewhere in between. And then we're going to go down. All of these settings right here is what you see. Motion blur is always going to be off in my videos because I don't like anything to be blurry at all. Okay? I just don't. And then high settings, this is pretty much going to be maxed out at 4K. Keep in mind, 4K, 120 FPS, as you can see in this middle box up here. Left side is in-game frames per second. Middle is the stream that's coming from GeForce Now, so you know you're getting what you pay for. And then the ping, of course, self-explanatory. And then ray tracing. Should I just go ahead and turn that on right from the get-go? I should, but I'm not going to do it right now. Stick around, but I will do it in a moment or two, all right? So here we go. We're going to grab the Xbox Series X controller. And I'm just going to run around the game world real quick just to show you all why I get super excited about this and why I'm so excited about future games that's going to be landing on GeForce Now. All right. So right here, as you can see, game world fully loaded, 4K, 120, frame generation enabled. We're getting 120 FPS at 4K. And you all saw the settings, right? No shenanigans. So what's up, dude? Do you get down with GeForce Now, brother? All right, he kind of nodded his head. Oh, he looked back like, what you think, fool? All right, so, hey, man, do you get down? Oh, he's like, Storm, we at it again. Bro, how many times you going to tell the people about DLSS and frame generation, right? Let me go ahead and blow my cigarette in your face. I'll be back to see you later, by the way. Next, we're just going to run around real quick. I'm telling you all right now, as far as latency goes, it feels like my RTX 4090. And I always say that to people, but I don't know if you all can see this. Look at the smooth pan right here as I run through things. You know what I mean? If I try to do the slalom real quick, I can just go right through. No latency. You're not going to find any. You know what I mean? When everything is running in an optimal fashion, you're just not going to find any issues. You know what I mean? It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, let's get our slow walk on. And we're going to just look at this particular section, which is not the most beautiful place in Cyberpunk 2077, but this is where I left off. And I'm not going to go into the next mission because I do want to be immersed in that. Or maybe I might stream it live for you all in HDR. But Cyberpunk 2077 running beautifully. And now, let's get into a little bit of ray tracing before I shut it down. Let's instantly switch to the keyboard and mouse. Go over here to settings, and then we're just gonna turn on RT or ray tracing. As you all see right there, psycho. If we're not going psycho, we're going home. So why spend money on the RTX 4080? Well, not too many places. Wait a minute, that can't be saved. Hold on, I apologize. Because if we're getting 100 plus FPS with RTX on Psycho, I'm about to throw this controller, man, at my 8K display. Hold on. As you see, everything is saved. Let me make sure everything's official. Dynamic resolution scaling is off. DLSS frame generation is on. Let's go back down. Let's go back to the game. That is 120 to 130 something FPS, you all, and that's why I can't talk half the time when I make these videos. Cyberpunk, a game that brings the 4090 to its knees still, well, almost. Fully maxed out without DLSS frame generation, can still make the 4090 respected, right? But here I am streaming the game as if I'm playing on my local PC at 4K 120, y'all. It's time to shut this down. Enough said. Now, if you can't see the reasons why we get excited over here in the GeForce Now community, y'all, I don't know. Maybe it's time for console gaming. No shots fired or anything like that. I got love for everybody. But I think y'all get the point. GeForce Now is doing amazing things, and this is why I talk the way I talk, y'all. Until the next one, 3 things I need you all to do. Keep it safe, keep it positive, keep it gaming. Shout out to Dom, Corey, Alyssa, Kendra, and everybody else on the GeForce Now team. Y'all see what I be doing out here, right? Come on over here, people. Stop playing around. I'm out. Peace. I love doing this.